It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
The Jaguars have Josh Lambo out there to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. For the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Third down. It's Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
And the Jaguar first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On second down now, It's Robinson, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run on first down. Robinson, and he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Toss play to Robinson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Touchdown. James Robinson, 48 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Do it! Do it!
Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass! Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make the score 14-0. And this carries into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
They're on 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson on 3rd down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Pulled in at the 24. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Come on, set. 10 over. You got this. You draw forfeit. Check 4. Hayward.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Shark, 59 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 25-yard line.
Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Here's Minshew. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Touchdown, Ravens.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Robinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's brought down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
With the first half in the books, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew, man open is Keelan Cole, complete.
Minshew's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 3rd down, Robinson, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Tackled by Calais Campbell, who was an all-pro with these Jaguars. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. On the slant, this is Chark. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. I'll call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. On 4th down, Minshew into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Touchdown, Raven.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
14.
Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
The line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on 2nd down. Minshew throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Robinson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And it brings up third down.
Now back to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Minshew and Chark on the hook up there. First down, Jacksonville.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy. There, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They run. Robinson. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Another run here with Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. if we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And you and I, we just looked at each other, kind of had the same thought. I don't think that we saw this result coming. If they were going to win, maybe at home, but not here on the road.
No, not at all. We thought that at the end, the strength would win out, and that didn't happen. But let's give them credit. Went on the road without being intimidated. Went on the road with not just belief, but a strong belief that they could pull it off, and took advantage of every opportunity in this one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.